Hello, welcome to the presentation creation video for the classes. Now this is going to be posted on multiple classes, so I'm going to use Geography of American Indians as my example, but this is going to be relevant to coding for geography, or coding for geo and remote sensing as well. Okay, as you are looking at creating your presentation, PowerPoint of course is usually the easiest way to go, and so I'm going to show you how to record your PowerPoint as a video with a voiceover in just a second. But you're welcome to use any technology. If you want to do a talking head video like this one, feel free to. If you want to do one where you're not seen at all, again, use PowerPoint. If you prefer another technology like Prezi or something along those lines, feel free to use that. Again, the point here is for you to provide information to other students, not me grade you on how you're making the technology work. So here's a quick example presentation in PowerPoint. In PowerPoint, whenever you go over to the slideshow or tab, you can see there are multiple options. The one we're interested in is record slideshow. And whenever you record a slideshow, if you're on a laptop with a microphone, if you're on a desktop with a microphone attached to it, if you're on your mobile device, tablet or phone, that of course have microphones on them, whenever you record the slideshow, it's going to record the audio as well. So whenever you go through, it's going to create narrations and timing, basically pull the timing that you're using as you're going through it. If you have embedded a video, make sure to have the show media controls turned on as well so that you can start and stop the video that you have embedded on your slides as you're going through. As we look at this, you can either hit the button and it'll start from the very beginning, or you can click on it and record from the current slide. So if you actually wanted to keep what you did for your first and second slide, jump down to your third or fourth slide, and then start again from there and keep everything above it, it'll do that because it records the audio that's specific to each slide. So you can go back and edit as you like. So I'm going to just very quickly run through these slides. One, because they have some information for you on them. Also, it gives you an idea of how this works. So whenever I click the button, it's going to go from the beginning. So this is a sample presentation. You should always have, of course, a title slide so that people know what's coming. If you're going to use text in your PowerPoint, and again, you should use text at some level at least, don't have large amounts of text. Keep it brief, keep it straightforward, keep it clear in terms of the content, but also clear so that it's readable. So only brief phrases, never paragraphs unless it's a direct quote, in which case that should be the only thing on that slide. Otherwise, just use the text to guide the viewer through what you're saying. Really, more often than not, you should probably be using images, but instead of just having images by themselves and talking over them, since this is a presentation that's only online, include some text along with it. So just like this template here, make sure that you have images that are clearly labeled and that tell viewers what the image is showing, what you want them to see from it, as well as why you want them to see that out of that image or from that image. So images are very important, but make sure that you're conveying why you included it. Here you can do a lot of different things. You can talk about pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses of your remote sensing technologies, but really what I want you to see on this is the fact that if you have a busy background, make sure that you have text that has a clear background, at least for the text. So as you can see here, I left the very large header without a background, and it kind of conflicts a little bit with the background image. Down here, if I had left these, since they're even a smaller font, it would have been more problematic to read. So here, to make it easier to read, I gave it a white background. So just make sure that it's easy for the viewers to understand what you're trying to say, both in terms of the audio, in terms of the images, and in terms of being able to read the text that is on the slides. You do need to include a references slide at the end of your PowerPoint. Now, you don't need to have in-text references like we would for a paper, so you don't have to have a reference on every slide, but you do need to have one that has all of your references at the end. Most of you are familiar with this, just kind of highlighting it. And so that is a very quick example of going through this. Now, once you've recorded this, all of your timings are recorded, all of your audio is recorded, and you can go to File, save as, select a location. I'm just going to save it to my downloads because I'm in a hurry. Give it a quick name of sample and come down here and select MPEG-4 video. Now this is going to create a video file from this audio, from this timings, and it takes about, I don't know, I'd say give it about 2-3 minutes, but you'll be able to watch the timeline as it progresses. As soon as that is done, you can see that whenever I go to downloads, my most recent file now is sample. I'm going to open it with a different video player so it pops up right here. But as you can see, it's a video, it's playing, I can jump through it. It has the audio embedded in it. And so that is all you need to have to submit. However, as I said, if you want to use something like a talking head video, if you want to be able to use other video techniques, feel free to use those if you're more comfortable editing. Once you have all of that, then it's time to upload it to our class. Now I'm using, like I said, Geography of American Indians as my example, just because it's a little bit easier to pull up one for just one class. You can come into discussions because the presentation is a discussion board. You will need to reply to other people's presentations. Doesn't need to be anything too in-depth. But you'll come here and you'll click on reply. Now I'll have, again, this video right here. And so it'll just be below this video. Whenever you click on reply, you'll come down here to click on the record or upload media. Now, if you have a webcam, if you don't want to have your slides, if you just want it to be you as a talking head, you could just click on this and use your webcam to record your entire video. Instead, though, hopefully you're going to use PowerPoint or some other technology to record your video so you have slides to show the examples from your type of remote sensing and your topic. And you're going to click on select video file. And again, for me, I would be going to downloads and sample, and I would select that and upload it. And that would be it. I'll give you instructions on how to reply to other people's videos as part of the rubric. But most of the rubric is going to be your video, a little bit about your comment, and a little bit about making sure that you provided, information clearly and succinctly in that. So content, replies, how you present. Those are kind of the way that I'm going to break out the rubric. If you have any questions about your presentation or how to upload or how to create your video, if you run into any issues after this video, feel free to contact me, and have a good day.